Howdy folks, welcome back to the Artisan of Glimmith. We're going to try and do as much of this region as we can. We're close to gold, 7 more to get gold, but they're all like 4s. Which, oh well, there's a 6, there's a 3. Let's do a 3, be simple. Mingle shape, not you. Not you. So the shapes have to be different, but not necessarily the numbers, okay. So just because they're next to each other doesn't mean they have to be joined, but they could be joined. Oh dear. So this is a 4. If you go this way, then that has to be the same shape, so you don't go that way, you go this way. Then this is this, then this is this. Okay. Simple start. You have to be a 4, well you can only fit like that. And you are different, that's fine. Okay. This 3 is going to have to be like this, that's different, that's fine. This 3 can't go here because it'd be the same as this, so this is going to have to be a 1, and then you're a 3, but you could go 2 different ways, but you're a 3, so you can't go that way, so you're that way, and then you're a 1. This 2 goes in some direction, this 2 goes in that direction. This can't be a 1, can't be a 2, so it's going to have to be a 3. You're a 2 going this way. What next? This is a 2. If you're a 2 that way, then this is either a 2 or 2 1s, which we've got to allow. So it's this way. So this is a 3. Can't be a 2. Can't be a 1 because it'd be, yes, it's a 3. If we do a 3 here, this is 2 or 2 1s next to each other. So we can't be there. It's there, and we're done. Yay! A 4. The 4s here are quite tricky. I'm finding the 4s difficult. Well, but that just resolves itself, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, it says 3. That's not a number. I guess it's meant to be a bit like a 6. 4, 7. Yeah, I see what they're trying to do. It doesn't quite look like a 6, but I'll accept it. So these are all going to get out, so this does go this way. Then it can't go down, so it's that way. Okay. This is feeling too simple right now. Okay, this 7 can't be the same as that 7. Alright. Now it gets complicated, I guess. And with the amount of overlapping, I feel like maths isn't going to be that helpful. Okay, yeah, what now? There's no mingle shape here. We can put shapes next to each other that are the same. That is fine. The 6 could do this, or it could do this, or it could do a little bit of that and a little bit of that. Lots of options. A 7. So, since this has to be a different shape, does that put restrictions on? And you can't go there, so you're kind of constrained about where you could get to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, maybe here instead, which I think is going to force you out this way. Okay, let me just think about that a bit more. This 7, it needs to take up 7 space, can't get here, it can at most get there, so it's going to fill in at the very most. I'm trying to think of how much of this does it fill in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, at least to there. Which means that this has like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to have to come up here. At least a little bit. That's 4, 5, then 6, 7 in some direction. 6, 7. It can't go that way. It could go up. It could go left. It can't go left twice. But it could go left once. 1, 2. What were we saying? So it was 1, 2, 3, 4 down here, right? 5. Since it can't go twice that way, it's going to have to go at least once that way. No, at least once upwards. It might go twice upwards, and that's a 6. And then no times leftwards. Okay. All right. Well, okay, so since this can't be the same as this 7, then you don't have space without being part of it. Let's say you filled up all of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so you'd still need at least 1 more from down here. Do you have space still? You do. You have exactly the right amount of space, so you're going to be like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Cool. then this will start resolving, I guess. These 4s down here. If we go to the left, we can't. We could leave a single gap here. That would be fine. We could do a T-shape, basically. I think either way we have to go here. Not true. We could do that. Although, if we do this, there's not enough space up here for all these 4s. These 4s, at the very least, occupy these 3 cells. Yeah. And then you either go here or you go here. Here or here. And actually, oh, we've got a partial 4 here. I was going to say, well, there's a nice L shape for a 4, but then that leaves that as a 2, which isn't good. If you go left, what's left down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but it could be a T-shape and 2 singles. Although we could probably do maths at this point, maybe. You're obviously going to have to do at least that. And then at least that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, okay, so you're solved. Because I could have figured that out earlier, so you're solved. So then you're solved. And then you have to be a T-shape. Done. Yay! What are you? Oh, there's some hidden ones. There's a 3 there. Rows, windows, and area number. You need to pick up only one of these. So that. Oh no, not necessarily. That's down as well. Okay. This is true. But there's a few ways you could go. Oh, you're a single. Are there any others like that? Not really. I mean, you must go outwards. You must go outwards. So you must do that. You must do that. You must do this. Must you? You could be a single. In fact, why am I saying that any of them have to go outwards? Yeah, no, I'm doing it wrong. You're a single, but sure, there has to be a border there, but you don't have to go outwards at all. Okay, so I think that's going to be part of this thing, is working out, like, what does this add up to? Like, how many spaces are there between the reds? And maybe all the reds are... Well, no. This 3 needs to consume some of them, and this 3 also needs to. But you can't consume that one. So, okay, so it's this one. We can decide which direction it goes. It goes that way for sure. And then this one now has to go that way. Okay, that's the beginning. All right, this one now has to be a single. I feel like you could make a puzzle that does the thing that I was starting to suggest, where you have to, like, realize that the number of things out here is equal to the... Or it's like a multiple of 3, and therefore... Like, it wouldn't be that simple. You need another constraint in some way, but therefore, like, all of these end up being singles. And then you just fill in 3s in the rest of it. That would be interesting. You could still be a single. You could be a single. I mean, maybe that's happening right now. Because right now, I don't think I have a situation where a 3 needs to escape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious. Although, it wouldn't work. There's no way of packing 3s into this space. No, there is. No. That totally is the thing, isn't it? Okay, let me do that properly. So what I'm saying is that these don't extend outwards in any way. Why? Because if they do, they effectively consume 2 3s. Each. There are currently 12, so that would take us to 10. Because everything's 3s, there's no blanks. So that would take us to 10, which isn't a multiple of 3. Another one will take us to 8, which isn't a multiple of 3. Another will take us to 6, which is a multiple of 3. So I'd have to discount that somehow. There's probably a nice way of doing it. The totally is a way of dividing this up though, where these are all singles. So that's definitely what's happening, but I've guessed it. I want to prove it. Yeah, but I somehow say that there's no way any of these are eating up more. That can't go that way. Because if it did, this one... Oh, in fact, well... If that went that way... No, unless that stays a single. But then that would have to be a 3. Yeah, but then it could be with you. Gosh, proving this is going to be difficult. I mean, I can put these in, I guess. But you may complete. So if 3 of them took away 2s, we would end up back at 6. In which case we could, in theory... So like, let's just try and imagine a solution that's like that. If you take those 2, you take those 2, and then you take those 2, what stops me from then just doing... Oh, hold on. No, what does stop me? Da-da-da, da-da-da. Da-da-da. Oh, you can't... Oh my gosh, no. I knew it was going to be something. I was like feeling in my core that there was something wrong with my reasoning somewhere. And yeah, of course there is, because you can't... It's the flip-flopping between different rules. It makes it very confusing. But rose windows, you can't have regions that don't have a rose window, and they must have exactly one. Here it does say exactly one, so I can't blame the wording in this case. So... Yeah, we can't have any that are left over. So they're all going to have to take... Every 3 is going to have to be part of a rose window thing, so they're all going to extend out. Okay. Yes. No, they can't all extend out. That's not true. But all 3s must be part of a thing. Okay, so it's the other way around. All 3s must be part of a rose window. So I can't like do that, for example. I could do... So that does mean that these 2 are going to have to be together and then joined to somebody. Could be you, could be you. Whew. Okay, but I think we can probably... Yeah, I think I see. So we just have to pair them up. In fact, I'm going to clear these out just to make the visualization a bit easier, I think. So we're going to pair these up like this. Are we? How do we pair up these? How do we pair up these? We don't. And now I'm worried. I think I've made a mistake somewhere else. I might restart. I'm going to do this again from scratch. This 3, it needs 3. Can it go this way? So it has to go up. And it needs something else that can't go any other way, so it goes here. That is true. This 3 can't go this way, because it wouldn't be able to go anywhere else, so it has to go this way. So it goes here. That's done. That's true. You have to be a single. You have to be a single, you've got nowhere to go. You have to be a single, you've got nowhere to go. Now we're back to here. This is roughly where I was, but I did some extra stuff over here that was maybe wrong. Did I? Or was it just this? I think it was just this. Okay. So where did my logic go wrong? These 3s are going to have to be paired together in some way. Because every region is going to have 1 rose window and 2 3s in it. That is true, right? No, every region is going to either have just a rose window. But, okay, all the 3s, but let's phrase it the other way around. All the 3s are going to be paired. Because they're going to have a rose window in them, but they can't have 2 rose windows, and they need to be 3, so they're going to be paired. So that has to be paired. That has to be paired, but then we have a problem. Huh. Don't we? Oh, they don't have to be next to each other. There we go. Oh, sorry. Didn't need to do that. Wait, no. But you need a rose window as well. But yeah, they don't need to be next to each other. The rose window could be between. Oh dear. Okay. Sorry, the rose, the symbol can be between. Oh, okay. That makes it even more confusing. So they're going to be paired. Well, no, you don't have to do that. Too many rules. Like, you could be paired over that symbol. You could be paired over that symbol, or that symbol, for example. Okay, how do I do this? Well, okay, so you need a pair that gets you close to a symbol. Absolutely, so that's how we do this. You can only pair with that one, basically. And then you must be with that symbol. Okay, then we have these three in here, which are interesting. I think that forces that to be like that. And then this forces that to be like that. Okay, I think it's finally happening. I've had the realizations I needed to have. Then this and this. Yay! That was pretty tricky. Is this 6 going to be even more tricky than that? I guess so. With a 2. We've got a 2. So you have to be like that. Mingle shape. So then that, right? And that. This. You have to be a turny 3. You can't go down, so you go that way. You have to go that way. You can be a 3 like that, that's fine. What? Did I get trapped by something? I think I got trapped by something. There was totally a place where like 2 numbers could join, I didn't realize. Was there? No. Oh, hold on. Why did I say that had to go that way? I don't know why I said that had to go that way, but that fixes it. I don't know. Making mistakes, left, right, and center. Oh gosh, why did I just pick a 4? When I'm making so many mistakes. Where to begin? Are these numbers not going to add up to this total? No way. No way. Rose windows an area number. So I guess there's going to be something like this has to go into one of these 2 numbers. Oh no, I mean it could go into these. Of course it could. Are there any like really restricted things that could only get to like 1 symbol that you could get to there if you go through this 4? Sure. Can't get to that one. You could get to this one as well. And then you could be with that one, for example, or whatever. One of you 2 is taken by this. Okay. Okay. I guess there's a similar opposite situation over here. This one has to use one of these 2. If you use that, then you have to use that. Seemed fine. If you use that, you have to use that. You could then maybe use that, or that even. There's gonna be a better place to start here. What is it? Where do I begin? Where do I begin? You could go into that 3 and join with that red. That's totally true. So could you? You can't join that 3. You could join that 4 and be part of you. You could just not. You could... You can't join that 3. You could join that 4 and join you. In fact, are you restricted? But no, because you could just not pick up a number and then not be restricted at all. However, don't forget there are, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't forget that every region needs to have rose symbols in it. So 6 of the 8 regions are numbered. The other 2 are not. Okay, well, I think you are part of the not, right? And probably you as well, because there's no number that can reach you. 5 can't reach you, 6 can't reach you, no. 4 can't reach you. That's the thing we're doing. Okay, so you, and then probably, no, you can be reached by this. Okay, so don't jump ahead too far. You are definitely unnumbered, is the thing. Okay. Now what? Yeah, you could be reached. Oh, I was hoping you would be the same, and then I could say that everything else has to be part of. We also can't have any. Oh, that's a good point. So if you go through this 4, it would leave some empty spaces here, which they can't be. Okay. So in fact, you can't have that 4. You could just go straight to this and be... That might be the other thing. This might be the other region that has no number in it. Who else could you get to? That one? Yes, but then it's be by itself. This one? You could. But again, you would be the one that has no number. Or here. If you pick up a number, you're screwed. Yes, so you are the other one. Everybody else... Is the same true for you? If you pick up a number... If you pick up a number, you could get there. That would be fine. So that's not true for you. Okay. So those are our 2 that are unnumbered. Everything else is. Therefore... that's cool. So because the only number that can reach you is a 5, you must be like this. There's 2 ways that could go, but it is like this at least, right? But we can't go that way because it would leave us space by itself. Yes. Okay. I'm feeling good about that. I think you're going to come across here, aren't you? Because there's nothing else that can reach this. Yeah. So this is the unnumbered region down here. That's cute. It might not finish. Take away the borders. Thank you. In fact, take away that border as well. You come up this way. I think you could only be part of the 6. So that's 4, and then there's this one here, which, yeah, that would have to be that. So it's going to be like this. Then, remember this one's unnumbered. So then, this red either gets you. If it doesn't get you, it comes down here, hits a 4, and then can't get anything else, so it does get you. You're together. It may still expand. It doesn't go that way though. It may hit a 5. It may hit a 4 because we could do that. Yep. So then this needs to find a friend. It only has this way to go. So you're going to be a 5. You need to find a friend, so you're going to be that one. Then that means this to there. At least you could go further. That means this to here, 4. In which case you do go further. So that means this is a 4, so it's like this. Then this is a 3. And we're done. That was a great puzzle. Like, felt like I had no idea how to progress in it for a while, and then I had the realization of how to get started, a nice break in. And then from there, it felt good. I mean, it felt good the whole time. Is that another one? There's another one. Of course there is. You can't join you. Because if you did, we wouldn't be able to make that shape. It's also a mingle shape, okay. In which case you're this shape specifically, and then you're this. Okay. Mingle shape. So this 4 can't hit this, it's the same thing, so it has to go this way. But there are other 4s, but it also can't be a long shape. lit. It could be a T or an S. T or an S. You can't go here because we wouldn't be able to put the thing in, so this is like this. Okay, so I guess you're just a 1. And then you're not a T. You're also not an L. You're also not an I, so you are one of these. Okay. You're not an L for 2 reasons. You are an L. This can only go this way. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Can these join? These also can't join. Same logic. Okay, so you do that. You do this. And now what? So this shape has to be here somehow. That looks like... Ooh, it looks difficult, but not impossible. I think there might be only one way. It might be like this. Okay, so that makes you like this, which is fine. Then you like this, and we're done. I'm hoping there's more before the 6th. There is at least one here. It's funny how often I say there, like there's more. Even like it's interesting. Like, I guess that is just like a thing people say, even though it's not grammatically correct. There are more. There's more. I hope there's more. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, like, it sounds fine to say there's more, but it would sound wrong to say there is more. But I guess that there's more isn't actually correct, but whatever. Whatever. I can say what I want. For... I think that might be the only one before that 6, so we might save the 6 for next time. Shape bank 3, and that is 7. That's 7. We've got lots of 7s in here as well. Okay. But we do have 3s as well. So you could be either of these 2 things. Like that or like that. Sure. And you and you and you. Oh, this one's a bit more restricted. This one's very restricted. It has to be that specifically. Okay. And this has to be a 3. Okay. And then I think you're restricted now to being that. So it's basically like you got a 2x3 with a dangly bit, and you got to figure out where the dangly bit goes, or where the 3x3 bit goes, however you want to think of it. This is going to have to be a 3, so that makes this either that or that. That makes this. Oh no, it could be a 7. Oh, these 2 are going to interact with each other in an interesting way, aren't they? One of them's gonna have to go to the side. In fact, this one can't go to the side. So this one has to be like this. I think that was correct. And then this one has to go to that side. So that's a 3. This is gonna have to be 2 3s. Yes, this one has to go this way. 2 3s. That can still go both of those ways. That can't be a 3, so it has to connect to you. Like that. Could be a 3. Could be a 7. Oh, if this now goes like this, this region can't be completed, so it goes like this. And if this is a 3, then this region can't, so this is like this. This has to be a 3. I see it. We just do this and then this. Cool. Neat. Yeah, I think we'll leave that. Is there another one? If there's another one and we can find it, I'll do it. But otherwise, I mean, I guess there's that, but I think that's for a different region. It's also a 5, so maybe not. 6s are not always that difficult, but I'm hesitant to begin it right now. So we'll save it for next time. I'm not seeing any others. And this is gold now. So there's only one bonus here. I was expecting there to be something on this, but there doesn't seem to be anything. Oh, there's one here. What are you? Oh, also a 6. I guess we have 2 6s for next time then. What about you? I don't know what you belong to. Not seeing any others, but it could just be that they're behind these trees and hard to see. So yeah, I'll see you next time, and we'll give these 2 6s a go, I guess. All right, goodbye.